So for the third one, we have a big boy. So you might also have to deal with mountain sickness. Over 16,000 meters of positive elevation. I'm going to make a pledge. Memories that will undoubtedly last on one of the world's biggest and oldest races. Doesn't that just sound cool already? So if this doesn't make running look cool, I'm going to give up. So no matter where you are in your running journey, there's always that end goal, that vision that you're aiming toward. An aim that you can draw on for motivation when training inevitably becomes a struggle and more broadly life becomes difficult. So in this video, I'm going to do two things. Number one, I spent far too many hours researching and finding some of the coolest ultra races out there. Races that will go straight to the top of your running bucket list. Bucket list? That just sounds stupid. Maybe run kit list? No, that doesn't work either. But anyway, and secondly, I'm going to make a pledge that before I retire and hang out my Garmin and my running shoes, that I will complete every single race on this list. Yeah, that might be a bad idea. So with that public commitment, let's have a look at some pretty awesome races. So starting all the way at the bottom with number 5, we have the Elephant 100. Now doesn't that just sound cool already? This is actually a little known race in Thailand, run by UTMB as part of the World Series. With 95 kilometers of running, and get this, nearly 6,000 meters of climbing. Yeah, that's spicy. And it loops through the national park, through rice paddies and dense jungle. It's going to feel like Tropic Thunder. Now if you don't get that quote, I'm probably just getting too old. And also for the crazy ones out there, there's a longer version as well, with 100 miles of running and over 10,000 meters of elevation. That's taller than Everest. But personally, with that elevation, I'm just going to stick to the Little Elephant 100. Little is a beast. Now quickly moving on to number 4. We actually have one of the world's biggest and oldest races. And it's almost a rite of passage for the South Africans. The infamous Comrades Marathon. Which is not a marathon, it's actually 88 kilometers between the cities of Durban and Pietermaritzburg. Hopefully I didn't offend too many people there. This race was actually created in 1921 to pay tribute to the veterans of World War I. Some countries build monuments, and some countries, they run ultramarathons. It's so big that the entire event is streamed for 12 hours straight on national TV. Now over 2,000 people complete this each year. Now this one is definitely on the bucket list. So for the third one, we have a big boy. This is the Everest Trail Race, and it has two formats. The more relaxed is relative here, 6-day version, and the other one, for the crazies out there, it's a 1-day format. You're expected to complete the route, which is over 170 kilometers, not feet, meters. It does make me feel a little bit nauseous just thinking about it. That's almost 3 Everests. So neither route or neither format is for the lighthearted. And to make things worse, the entire route is between 2,000 and 4,000 meters of altitude. So you might also have to deal with mountain sickness. Great. And if it wasn't hard enough already, participants need to carry their own equipment. Now for number 2, who doesn't want to go to Japan? And Ultra Trail Mount Fuji is exactly the kind of excuse that any runner needs to go. This 100-mile course is over the foothills of Mount Fuji and features a cumulative altitude gain of 7,500 meters. It's also a massive race as well, with over 2,000 racers. Now how cool does that look with Mount Fuji on the background? Yeah, this is definitely going to be on the top of my list for next year. Now for the race at number 1, and at the top of the bucket list, doesn't traverse 1 or even 2, but 3 different countries. It's the Transalpine race. This race is considered one of the classics of alpine racing, and even allows you to enter as a 2-person format, or solo. The event is fully supported, with supplies and baggage being taken from one town to the next. It may not be skiing out, but it's definitely the best thing to be doing in summer. It's a week well spent, and some incredible memories as well. Memories that will undoubtedly last a lifetime. But we're not done yet, because of course, you cannot have a running bucket list without the iconic, infamous UTMB. So I've cheekily placed it at number 0. This race is the OG of ultra trail running. It's a slightly basic choice, but there's reason it's at the top. This race is legendary. It traverses over 100 miles and has over 10,000 meters of elevation. Yeah, you're going to feel that in the morning. It's known as the World Championship of Trail Running. Every year, some of the best runners in the world gather to take on its heights. And for every serious trail runner out there, this race is going to be at the top of their list to do. It's formidable, it's scary, and it's hard. But if you complete this race, you can feel confident that you're an absolute animal. And with that, that's the list. Hopefully you found some great additions to add to your running bucket list. Additions that you can draw on for motivation when times get tough. And finally, if you've got any more to add, please add them to the comments section. Cheers and have a good one.